Hello there, world, and welcome to the official Remy K Thane YouTube channel. I'm your host, Remy K Thane. For those who don't know me and aren't engaged in other my social media profiles, here's the resume. I've been a professional dominant for well over a decade. For those who don't know what that means a male dominatrix.
She's a dominatrix.
For the layman. I've been the name student to Master K's Ryu for about 10 years as well. He's the only living Kinbaku / Shibari Sensei on this side of the Western Hemisphere. I'm a Kinbaku artist myself. I am also an alternative lifestyle educator, and I'm the CEO and co-owner of Sake, which is the leading and largest Asian alternative lifestyle group in all of Southern California. And without doing any kind of research whatsoever, I'm going to assume the rest of the United States.
I've always assumed, and still assume.
I'm also a fitness dom / fitness coach, if you want to be vanilla about it.
Fitness!
Oh, physical fitness!
Yes, physical fitness!
I'm also a competitive powerlifter. And by that, I mean I compete as a powerlifter. There's people who are way stockier than me who lift way more weights than I do. But I am prettier.
Take off your shirt!
And the whole purpose behind this channel is to illuminate and clarify and streamline a lot of concepts and practices pertaining to alternative lifestyles, such as acts of bondage, Kinbaku Shibari itself, non-monogamy at all.
So hot.
Due to all the vagaries and downright lies when it comes to this kind of thing.
She speaks the bullshit.
So it's my job as a professional dominant and an alternative lifestyle educator to demystify the whole damn thing under the lens of my own personal experience as well as my friends, and more importantly, the ethics of it all. Especially when it comes to concepts that may seem unethical to the untrained person at first glance.
Nasty.
And meanwhile, I'll throw in a dick and fart joke every so often because, as we know, this information gets really goddamn dry.
Are you not entertained?
So every now and then you want to entertain people. So when I'm not making thirst traps, I'm definitely going to be adding a few things here and there to help pop you guys' brains back on. And before I do any of that, I have to plug in my sensei's book because that's what a good student does. Now, Master K wrote the book called The Beauty of Kinbaku, which is available on Amazon right now. I believe it's about $35. If you ever wanted to learn about the actual origins of Shibari / Kinbaku, all the famous historical figures in it, every part of it that made it what it is today, this is the book for you. There's photos in it, there's pictures in it from his own personal collection, there's even a couple of how-tos. So, again, if you're a big fan of Japanese erotic rope bondage,
Pervert!
this is the book to get. It needs to go in your library. Thank you, Sensei. So what does Shibari mean exactly? Shibari is the Japanese verb meaning to tie. Tying your shoes, tying your hair, tying Christmas gifts, and yes, tying other people. And now that phrase is synonymous with Japanese erotic rope bondage, and technically they're not wrong.
Kinda.
However, widely regarded as the godfather of modern Kinbaku, Ito Seiyu and his colleagues and everyone at the time was using the term semei shibari. Semei meaning torturous and shibari meaning to tie. And that's exactly what they were doing with the rope models.
Whoa! Oh! Yes!
They were using ancient warfare techniques in order to create art. However, in pursuit of that art, things would dramatically change and the word semei shibari just couldn't cut it anymore. And things had to change. And so, through the careful guidance of Ito Seiyu and his two named students, meaning Moroku and Tsujimura Takeshi, they developed the term Kinbaku. That term means the art of Japanese erotic rope bondage. And not just tight binding, Wikipedia.
Do better.
Due to them and their colleagues through the many years and decades of developing Japanese rope bondage as Kinbaku,
He's freaking pervert.
it would later become an institution with certifications, master-student relationships, secret techniques that are hidden from the public view, public techniques, classes, safety mechanisms, subdivisions, all sorts of things. But they all hold a standard of what Kinbaku should be and has to be in order for it to be called Kinbaku. So in conclusion, if someone out there is just doing rope bondage in general, technically speaking, they are doing shibari.
Technically what?
And they're not wrong. However, if you're under the direct knowledge and tutelage and the standard of a Kinbaku Sensei, now you're doing actual Kinbaku. Now there's a lot more I can say about that subject. However, I'm not going to, because I need that material to make this channel last longer.
I think someone might be in the market for some cheap Viagra.
However, I am going to plug in my social media as well as my Sensei social media. That way you guys can support us if you feel like you can and choose to. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys learned a thing or two. And happy safe tying out there. You guys are still here. Thank you for wanting to support us and follow us. Let's start with my sensei. For those of you who want to catch his writings and all of his artwork, definitely follow the website thebeautyofkinbaku.com. You can also find the book on Amazon, The Beauty of Kinbaku by Master K. You can also find him on Instagram under Master K LA. And now for everyone who wants to support your favorite dominant, you can find me on Instagram under Remy Thane _Kinbaku. And for those of you who got a little bit of change on them and want to learn more about the world of alternative lifestyles, you can support me on my Patreon at patreon.com/officialRemyThane. There I have educational videos that are long form, short. I do podcasts that talk about current news. I do reviews of all sorts of things. And I try to make it as entertaining as possible. And I do put on my kink and BDSM stuff in there, especially on my thirst trap. So if you want to see this, and imagine a tall glass of water that you get to drink and swallow, you should follow me on that Patreon and support me. So thank you guys for being here. Y'all have a good night. Be good. Or be good at it.